All right. Against Walshy, that's not a great place to be. And Beersy and Rowan are no slackers, so they'll know what to do as well. All right. Skill shot taken.
Oh, I love Jaws too.
Jaws 2 or Jaws as well?
As well. And also.
Jaws is an excellent machine. And speaking of excellent machines, I'm off to Bond.
You are up. Okay. Best of luck up there, Matty. So, Jayson Walsh on screen. No, Jace. Know that he is a bit more of a control player. As you can see just here, letting that ball settle, letting that ball trap up. Savage.
Oh, yes. He's just being funny at me or whatever. Ha, ha, ha.
So, Craig, what we are delighted to watch here is a bloke playing a control game. Great little slap.
A control player playing a control game is what you're saying.
Yeah, look, you watch. He'll try to trap up as often as he can, like here. He'll just let the ball settle. He knows his path. And he's just picking off the shots, the mode shots, the important ones.
I love that. So I love that when it comes down on that little side bumper and you can catch it in there and aim for that harpoon. Oh, it feels so good when you manage to snag it. And then when you watch guys like Jayson do it or whatever, and they can do it repeatedly.
Yeah.
It's magical. And I think it was last week, Dave did an absolute banger of the exact same thing. It was just like my son Corbin, who's here, he comes with me every week. He watched Dave do it, and I think it was Dave or was it PJ? I can't remember. It was essentially just like ramp,
yes.
ramp.
So there's a certain mode where you can hit this.
I think it was PJ actually.
You can hit this scar shot up here, and then if you combo it into this right ramp, the ball's always safe. It's always coming back to your flipper.
That's literally what he was doing, and he did it like 20-something times in a row.
Yep.
And I think in the end, he ended up getting about $1 billion on this. I think it was last week, wasn't it?
1.3.
Yeah.
Casual 1.3.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, Walshy.
Who's up?
Up for his first bounty hunt.
Did you tell PJ?
PJ knows, he's there.
All right, cool.
So I wonder if Dan's ready
I managed. So
I've
got a World Cup soccer at home that obviously Matty knows. He helped me move it a couple of times over to my son's house or whatever. I've got it set up slightly differently so I keep my extra balls so I don't get points from them. So it's not quite in comp mode, but I managed to beat my high score by almost double. I got 10 billion on it during this last week. It was insane. It took me like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
My feet got sore. 10 billion.
Yeah, wow.
But I let the extra ball stack so that I can just get more playtime, pretty much, so I can get better at the game and all that sort of stuff, right? Oh, it was ridiculous. I was there for so long. It was one of those ones where I'll just have a quick game this afternoon. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll have a quick game and go back upstairs and do some more work. I'm a software engineer for everybody.
You don't know when you're going to have that awesome
I know,
game, do you?
you don't. And so I was just like, well, okay, here we go then. Oh, there we go. You got that shark fin there.
Yeah, you got to take an hour out of your bloody life to accommodate it.
Sometimes, yeah. And look at this. So look at him
unreal.
going. It's almost trapping it up for him as well, getting all these modes that he's kicking off.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to do it again. Yes, look at
Welcome.
that.
Suda's been in the chat. Yeah, g'day to Suda.
Oh, no, it didn't bounce off the
I don't know who we were talking to last week. Who we were talking.
Somebody said, "Don't nudge it."
No, we were talking about special outside the games.
I can bounce back in that time.
All right, there's the other
special
ball.
modes.
Jaws.
It came up briefly last week.
And they were saying, "Oh yeah, it's on heaps of machines." I went looking, and there's not.
Right.
Jaws the Revenge is pretty much one of one.
What?
Yeah.
You mean that cool shark mode you showed me where you spend your teeth?
Yes. As far as I know, there is only that. Like the others have, there's competition mode. There's different kind of modes you can play, and you can play special multi-balls and modes and stuff. But I don't count that. I'm talking about completely different games within
games
the
within games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back down a single ball play, but nice dig there,
I
Walshy.
guess the nearest thing, it doesn't quite count.
Of course, mate. You know my T-shirt game.
for the sheet. Yeah, the
you know my T-shirt game.
Cramps. Can't get much better than that.
It doesn't quite apply exactly the same thing, but the Dungeons and Dragons machine I've got at home does have that little mini dungeon crawl mode inside.
You got a D&D?
Yeah.
Well, is that Sudas? That's
Mine.
your horse.
Yeah, I got it on December 1st last
Ooh.
year. Yeah.
Oh, no, I think if anyone was going to have an in-game game, it would be D&D.
Yeah, so there's a little scoop that comes up, and you end up going in a dungeon crawl, and you end up with kind of like a sort of semi-permanent ball save while it's on.
Yeah, right.
And depending on, you have to hit some shots, and then it'll be like, do you want to go left, right, or middle? And then it's just random.
Oh.
And that dungeon resets with a random. Well, you understand a little bit of code or whatever. They use it. It's a date-based seed, so every Sunday, everybody's game gets a new map randomly but it's all the same across every D&D. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. And so there was actually a post on Reddit just this week gone or whatever where somebody was like, it looks like my dungeon didn't update this week. And somebody else piped in and went, no. The random numbers just fell out there where the first one or two shots, one or two options are exactly the same as last week.
Yeah,
so everyone got confused.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I feel like D&D.
Nice
that was
decision
a
to
very
nudge.
nice dig. I feel like D&D is like pretty much the ultimate home game.
Oh, it is. It very much is. Like, and interestingly, they updated the code recently, like only about a month ago. And when they did that, they made the Dragon multi-ball more difficult the more you did it. So when you save your character, instead of it just being like level 1, 2, 3, now it goes up to like level 10. So all of my saved up characters that I've got all the good weapons and things on it, I can't get scores on them anymore. But if I play a one-shot, essentially I'll put it in competition mode, I can score better. It's bizarre. It used to be the other way around. So anyway, I'm up. Yep.
You have been summoned, Craig.
Oh.
All right, so there's that life ring you're talking about, Cole. Probably the most wasted action button shot in pinball is the lifesaver on Jaws.
Oh, I don't waste it. I know exactly when to use that. I am always using the lifesaver. It is a lifesaver. I've gained many a ball back using that. Nice little 15 mil. That really helps. Where is he at the moment? He's got his... okay, he's out of replay. What is that? Is that 160? All right. Ooh. 270. Lovely. He's pushing his luck with those holds. Lovely. I've recently gotten back into my favourite shot was always up in the left orbit, and it feeds onto your left flipper, and holding that up, and you can skate across to the other flipper and then back shot it onto the pin. And when it was new, I used to be able to get that shot every single time, but there came a time where I wasn't able to do it. But now I seem to be able to do it again, and I'm not sure what it is. All right.
But I believe in you, Matt. I believe in you.
I believe I can fly.
So 007 chewed me up and spat me out. What's new?
All right.
Still going.
Now, he's still playing control.
Yeah.
Look.
He was playing. I was literally on the machine next to him, so you probably saw me walk by in the background or whatever, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see him just every chance he got, slow the ball down.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things, like, I think that whenever I've got my highest score on this machine, I don't know, like 500, 600 million or whatever that I've gotten, it's always when I make sure I don't panic, right? This is a very fast game, and some of those middle shots, if you miss them, straight down the middle.
But here's the question, Craig. When you had that 500 or 600 million point game, did you know what you were doing?
Did I know what I was doing? Look, to a certain degree, yeah, but some of the shots, no, whatever. But I was definitely going for the whatever was lit up. It was one of those ones. So I slowed it down and went, okay, that's shining at me or whatever, and I was trying to pay more attention because it's definitely one of those games where there's a lot of points in some of these modes.
When you're following the paths,
you have to, And it wasn't until I was after or whatever, I think Dave was watching me that time, and he knows the rules of this so well. And he was like, do you know if you'd have done this shot than this shot, you would have got blah, blah, blah points. And I went, that's great, Dave.
Yeah. When this first came to the club, Dave, I think, put half his bank account into it, $2 coins.
Really?
Well, it used to be coin necked at the tennis clubs. So to do your practice throughout the week, you had to get your $2 coins.
Well, it's... okay, all right, no worries.
Okay.
I think it was the same. It was the same when it was the ones down in Nowra still like that.
Right, yeah. I reckon actually playing games on a coin mech changes the way you play your game a little bit than if it was on a free play game. But just think you fight. Yep. Okay. So Jay Walsh, what's he up to now? Now he's just started his bounty hunt multi-ball, which he got there from doing his little fish finder awards. Now starting this on about 200 or 260 mil, 360 mil. So good chance for Jay to stretch out this lead. Not worried about that one. Plenty of ball save. Now, Rowan with the win in the first round and Jayson with the last. So, creatures from the Black Lagoon not treating Craig too well in round one. So, he'll be looking to rectify that loss or that last. He does tend to go for beach closures. 390 plus, he's up to 8. Yeah, they're just ticking over that 400 mil mark. So, again, not worried about that one drain. He still has 2 balls in play. Still got some jackpots to pick off. Oh, although gets the left out lane. Did he have the life ring, Cole? Did he have the life ring? That doesn't really matter. He might have had it. He might have used it. But yeah, very handy score here now for Jace. But look at this, slows it down, picks his shot off. It's a real lesson in patience, and he sticks with his style. Oh, I am up.
Hello, Internet. How are we? I'm just going to jump in for a little bit, just while Pete goes and has the ball. Looks like Walshy's having a screamer here. I'm just sitting behind him watching him. Where's he up to? .420, nice. Putting down the challenge first ball too. Brutal. Oh, that was quick. That was quick.
Too quick, mate. That's going to bring you up, I do believe.
All right.
That's player 4. Yeah, Twilight Zone. All right, so Jay still going. All right. Now, looking like he's into another multi-ball, not knowing what's going on. I'm just going to assume this is Jaws 2. It looks like it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so the jackpot's actually can be worth quite a lot in Jaws 2. One of my preferred multi-balls in this game. Now, Jayson with his control game, now that the ball saves off, he's managed to keep that in. Good dig to keep that second ball alive. Keep that trap now. Settle down. Let this settle onto the left flipper. Beautiful. He's got some shots on the right. All the shots are pretty much on the right as well as Scars. So has to flip out of that, unfortunately. Oh, look at that Lazarus. He knows it. Look at that cheeky grin there. You cheeky boy. Walshy, you know you got away with Lazo there. But yeah, look, you've got to be good to get lucky sometimes. Nice decisions there. Look, he didn't need to keep that alive. He had ball save. There you go. That one might actually come back on Grace, I would think. Maybe not. Nope. So, all right, down to 2 balls. Okay, both trapped on the right. Let's see what his separation is here. Oh, look, I'll tell you what, little fumble there. Unfortunately, Jay, back down to single ball play. But look, fantastic multi-ball, 32.5 mil out of that. That's going to get him at least a 450, is it? 460 by the looks. Yeah, his bonus would be probably up to about 30 million. As we can see now, he has modes ready to go. And he has a night swim. Now, night swim, I used to like doing this with my first Jaws multi-ball. I might be up on Adam's family, so I will get Dan to come in momentarily while I jump up, because it sounds like Matt's having a screamer.
Matt's having, so is Walshy. Look at this. 481, ball 1. Hey, Sharky, how you going, mate? Tiltalicious is in the room. How are ya? How you feeling? I am just jumping in briefly. I am helping the guys out, seeing as Craig and Matt are on the same ball on a 2-player game. Aye. All right. Where is he? Night swim. Here come the boys. He's in video mode. He's taking... No. He's not going to 3D mode. Not going 3D mode. All right.
Some people prefer 3D. Some people not prefer 3D.
I think at this point of time, Walshy can do whatever he likes
He's
with that kind of
still on
score.
that same ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he'd be close to 500 now. Ball 1.
Yeah. I like seeing people get some serious. You can get some serious points on video mode on this.
Oh, yeah.
Up to 80 something I've got.
Bit slow there.
39, that doesn't seem
And I'm up on my ball.
You're up on your ball. All right.
She works out. It doesn't work out too bad with me and Dan doing that because I'm always going to be before him. So Jay's still going. Up to 540.
Yeah.
Okay.
540, yeah.
When I left, he was at 466.
Oh, did you see that feed?
Um,
It stopped on its way down here, unless that was
Nope.
the camera thing.
Missed that, but he has had a freaking amazing
Oh,
Lazarus.
it's-
He's had some
yeah,
crazy good luck.
He's had time for any kind of pinball story you want in this particular ball.
Now, here's the thing. It won't be enough.
It did it again. I think that feed's changing. I think that's why.
All right.
I was just saying, when it first came out, I discovered I could get a feed.
Says Shaggy. All right, so night swim done now. Now, how many more modes has he got to go? He must be close to...
Well, when he lights his mode, I'll be able to tell.
Oh, he's still got to hit
He's
that
done.
dark.
Oh, no, he's done
One,
all of them.
two.
Has he
no?
done all of them?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's done all of the modes.
Let's have a look.
But that would mean he has to.
Here we go. Beach is
Oh,
closed.
look at that award!
167
167 mil. Yeah, he finished all the modes, so he's
Now
got
it's
a
search and rescue, of course. Now he's going for
Oh.
rescue.
Holy crap!
Another chance to push this score closer to the bill mark.
He'd be very, very happy with that.
Now, this is a control masterclass. You're being treated to at home, ladies and gents. Jayson Walsh, former New South Wales state champion. There's a good reason for that. You're seeing it.
He's very bloody good at what he does.
Some of these flipper decisions, Matt, like very casual. He's not panicking, you know.
No, he knows where everything
You know,
is
he's,
at any given
he's playing
time.
a bit of a trap game, even though he's got ball save on, which I like that.
Well, I think the thing is with that is you play as if you haven't got it on, because you don't want to have to change your mode of play.
All right,
You know what I mean?
choosing to let that go. He knew he had ball save. Yeah.
So you don't have to change anything up. It's just there.
Picks himself up another life ring, Cole. Let's see if he actually uses it, Cole. How many times do you burn? Look at that. See, when it's your day, it just pops
Absolutely.
in, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
You know?
Oh,
Was there ever any doubt? Look at that. You know?
Dead bounce.
Choice
on
to dead bounce
yeah.
off the tips.
the dead
You
bounce
know,
off
the
off the
tippity
wall
tips.
flipper.
You know, like,
I don't know about that.
there we go. He flipped around, but he did enough there. I would dare say. He gets a pat on the back from Dave in the
Starting ball
background.
bonus, 30, 30, 60,
What's his
130
bonus?
bonus.
130, 962.
Almost a bill on one ball.
Mate, disappointed, Walshy.
Oh, yeah, and somebody, Gavoda, he is magic. I'm assuming you were talking about Walshy before. Sometimes I reckon it does look like magic, some of the stuff that he does or whatever. And was that skill shot part 2? That's it. That's a really tricky. I find it so tricky to get that one. What's he waiting for? He's deciding where to go. Trying to trap it up there again, and it rolled a little bit too far up the flipper. Oh, that is a shame. But hey, that's pinball, I guess. You can have a 9 billion, sorry, 9 billion, a 9 million first ball, and then quite not second one. Just kicked himself.
On the rig. All right, g'day, Sharky. Shout out. You are looking at Jayson Walsh stepping up for his ball 3. Yes, that is correct. That is a 1,007,000,000 you see up there on screen. Jace getting about 950 million of that on ball 1. So pretty ordinary ball too.
It
Actually.
really was. Yeah, he got out really quick.
Compared.
But yeah, well, that's why I was like,
Compared.
when I was on the stream before, I said that's pinball, right? I'd like,
yeah.
you can have an absolute cracker of a first ball,
You know.
and then everything just goes to garbage after that.
Yeah, not many games you have 2, let alone 3
No.
great balls. And I
No.
mean, you probably got a bit of fatigue after hitting 1 billion points. Look at that cast and catch. He's
Yeah, there
just
you go.
burnt that
Boom.
for 7 million. 19, not too bad,
Wow.
but ordinarily he would have taken his time with that.
Yeah.
Maybe gotten a 25 or a 28 million. See, 27 million total. You could have got a lot more. So now he
now
has
we
a
can-
chance to sell gear.
Yeah, so to do that one, you have to do the far right shot.
70 million. Just sell it, Walshy.
Yeah.
Just sell it. There we
Deal.
go. Deal or no deal. 170 million. Look at that. Bang,
Just a
bang.
cheeky little 170. So he must have hit it up the right ramp at Queen's Track to sell it. Is that
He
right?
did indeed. And
There we go.
now we basically play a game of chopping wood, Craig. We've done a lot of what we sort of set out to do, and we are looking for next point scoring opportunities.
Is there like a
So
wizard mode on this one if you finish all of the mode
there
things?
are deeper wizard modes, unfortunately. Just not totally aware of them, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to
that's
speak
all right.
to them.
Yeah,
but I'll
that's
tell you
all
what, someone in the chat may know, and that is Cole. Cole knows often a lot of the deeper, harder to get to wizard modes that you've got to just sort of basically play for 20 minutes to
Yes.
have any chance of unlocking these things.
Yeah, that's
And-
like it. So like with my World Cup soccer that I mentioned earlier, like you have to travel through all those cities to get to the final match of the World Cup.
Yeah, we saw Jayson Lambert in a game in Queensland
Right.
where he's put billions up, but he managed to get through some of those really rare parts of the game that you can only get to. When
If you really know the machine and you can and you
Yeah.
can stick with it and get actually land the shot. Oh, he tilted
oh,
out.
Cole, 4th of July. Is there another one deeper than 4th of July, though, Cole? Or is 4th of July sometimes the wizard mode, that's it.
Yeah, he
That's-
says you have to.